We use the power of media and technology to reach girls where they are already today. Really amazing to see that technology, both in very high-tech environments like India where we work, but also very low-tech environments like Tanzania, it's really possible to use technology to make a difference. Hi, my name is Jessica Posner Odede, and I'm the CEO of Girl Effect, a global organization working to change the trajectories for adolescent girls using the power of media and technology to give girls choices. I think for me, I've always just been a believer in girl power and the power of girls to do anything. And I think really seeing the work that Shafco does, Shafco runs incredible girls' schools in Kibera and Mathare. For a long time, I've really gotten to see the potential that girls have, but also the obstacles that they face. Whether it's, the risks of getting pregnant, the risk of dropping out of school. I mean, even with COVID, we've just seen a huge surge globally, but also in Kenya of teenage pregnancies. And so thinking about how do we combat this? And yet at the same time, there's so much data and evidence that shows that girls are the answer. If you want to solve climate change, invest in adolescent girls. If you want to, raise a country's GDP, actually adolescent girls can change not only their lives, they can change their communities, they can change whole countries and economies. And so that, I think, is what really inspires me every morning to get out of bed. So Girl Effect, we reach 20 million young people around the world, primarily in Africa and India. And we speak to girls directly. We talk to her about her questions, about her body, about, what she's interested in. And we really use the power of media and digital technology to create content that changes her ability to make choices that ultimately shift the trajectory of her life. So we talk to her, we realize that girls face invisible barriers to making choices. So a girl might live 10 minutes from a health clinic, but she's never going to walk through those doors because she's afraid of being judged. She doesn't want her mom to find out. She doesn't see herself as the type of girl who takes care of her reproductive health. So that's what we're trying to change. How do we speak to that girl? Those 10 minutes of a walk to a health clinic can be really far. And so how do we remove the barriers she faces both inside herself but also in the community around her to making the choices that set her on a different life path? We use media for good to reach girls, to change their lives, to open their minds, but still I think we need to be open-minded. And so I think my challenge to myself is really to push ourselves as an organization to innovate and to take risks, to try new things. I think we can be so afraid of failing that it means we don't try. And for me, that's what I'm really challenging ourselves to do differently. I mean, for me, I love to spend time with my kids. They're really at that age where they're just becoming people. So every day they say something funny or do something different. So I'm just enjoying that. So I think my advice to, young women, to people wanting to come up is, one, your age shouldn't be the answer. So for me, sometimes I still get a lot of kind of raised eyebrows or questions or pushback being quite young to be the kind of CEO of an organization the size and scale and impact that I lead. And sometimes it's easy to start doubting yourself and to wonder, oh, are they right? All these people around me are looking at me and saying, who are you to be where you are today? And I think for me, I really just try to draw on my experience, and that, the life lessons that I've learned are so much greater than any number of age. So I would say, don't take no for an answer, and look inside yourself for answers, not outside.